Make welcome Safar and Sheikh Gohar Shahi.
And blessings to the whole crowd.
और इसके बाद हम कुछ रूहानियत के मतलब लेक्चर देना चाहते हैं.
Then we wish to tell you a little bit about spiritualism.
जब अल्लाह ताला ने रूह को बनाया, उनको दुनिया के लज्जात दिखाए. कुछ रूहें दुनिया के लज्जात की तरफ लपकी, कुछ अल्लाह की तरफ लपकी.
When God created the souls, He showed them the world and all that it contained, and some souls then leapt towards that, and the others remained before the presence of God and did not choose the world and its contents but chose God. Into this world, then first and foremost God revealed scriptures, and the first scripture that was revealed was the Torah.
उस तौरात में आम लोगों के लिए सबक था, और कुछ वो जो खास रूहें थी ना, उनके लिए भी सबक था.
When the Torah was revealed, it contained two types of knowledge. The first was for the common people, spiritually speaking, and the second type of knowledge was for those special souls.
उन्हीं की तरह आज शिकार हो गए, इंतशार.
And the remainder, like the predecessors, also were the subject of discord and division and were contained in many sects.
7 मखलूक हैं और 7 आसमान हैं. हर मखलूक का तलक एक आसमान से है.
Inside every human being there are 7 spiritual bodies, and similarly there are 7 realms, and each spiritual body is connected to a realm.
एक मखलूक है, जब तुम रात को सोते हो, इस जिस्म से निकलती है, इस दुनिया में घूमती फिरती है.
There is one spiritual body that leaves your human body whilst you're sleeping, and it roams around in this world.
बाकी उनमें ताकत नहीं है, इस वजह से वो निकल नहीं सकती हैं. अगर उनमें ताकत हो जाए तो फिर वो भी यहाँ से निकलती हैं, अपने अपने मुकाम पे पहुँच जाते हैं. नूर पहुँचता है, फिर वो बेदार हो जाते हैं, फिर वो अल्लाह अल्लाह करना शुरू कर देती हैं.
When that light reaches the
बहुत कम लोगों को पता है कि वो अल्लाह अल्लाह अंदर जज्ब कैसे होता है.
now
इनसे पहले जो है ये जो मुकम्मल किताबें हैं, इनसे पहले सीफे थोड़े थोड़े उतरते रहे नबियों की. तो सूफीज़म जो है ना, वो वलियों से है ना.
Sufism is from the saints of God, their teachings, and even before these scriptures were revealed, the major scriptures, there were revelations. पूछ नहीं सका कि सूफी लोग जब रूहानियत की बात करते हैं तो रूहानियत का क्या मतलब है?
रूहानियत का मतलब है आम आदमी इस जिस्म से इबादत करता है. सूफी जो है ना, वो अंदर की जो है बॉडी, उनके लिए बात करते हैं ना.
Spiritualism is that the ordinary person talks about worship and prepares this human body for worship, and it is the body that does the worship. But
his first talk, that all these questions that we're asking about things like what heaven is like, our relationship with people, all of those kinds of things that have to do with now aren't the essence of Sufism, but rather it's that connection of the heart with God, and that all the other stuff is like resting. Is that true? Am I getting that message correct?
ऐसा ही पूछने के तमाम जो गुफ्तगू आज हुई है, जो सवाल जवाब हुए, और बाकी जो गुफ्तगू सवाल किए गए जन्नत के मतलब, इंसानों के मतलब, ये तमाम जो है वो दूसरा हिस्सा है. लेकिन सूफीज़म का मैं समझती हूँ जो आपने फरमाया कि मगज़ और रूह यही है कि दिल के अंदर रब को बसाया जाए, उसकी धड़कन के साथ अल्लाह लगी जाए, दिल के अंदर जो रब बस जाए, फिर बाकी इजाफे. That is the case. That the other things we have talked about is the periphery, and the essence of Sufism and the core of the teaching, the goal and the objective is the heart. And I am concerned, I only ask of you one thing, that should the name of God be commemorated, and if you hear it inside, then just raise your hands and pray for me. That's all I ask of you. This is your part.
Allah,
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 Allah, Allah. That's it. That is completed the teaching.
अब प्रैक्टिस शुरू करते हैं.
A copy of Sheikh Gohar's itinerary because he will be traveling in Arizona this month. Also,
अल्लाह ने किसी को एक गोश्त मांगा है, दूसरा का मुझे खबर नहीं है गोश्त मांगा.
And then when Moses went to that person asked, from which part of the body did God ask for the human meat? And Moses said, I don't know.
तो उसने सारे जिस्म का थोड़ा थोड़ा टुकड़ा देना वो गोश्त का काट के उसको दे दिया.
And then that person cut every part of his body, and from every part of his body took a piece of meat and gave it to Moses.
जब वो लेके गया ना उस वक्त अल्लाह ने पूछा तू बंदा नहीं था.
And then when Moses took that meat and showed it to God, and God said to Moses, were you not human also?
तू भी दे सकता था ना.
God said that you could have given that meat also, you were human.
और जिसने मेरे इश्क में गोश्त दे दिया उसने कहा था ना एक रोटी देगा तो एक बच्चा होगा, मैं उसकी बात कैसे टालता.
And then God said to Moses that that person who gave all this meat for me, that was one of my beloved people. He was one of my lovers. He loved me, and he gave me this meat. And he was the person that said to the woman that whoever gives me one piece of bread will have one child. He said, how could I not fulfill his wish?
ये तुम्हारे अंदर ना बहुत कुछ है, अगर तुम इसको निकालो ना बहुत दूर पहुंच जाओ. अगर इसको छेड़ा नहीं तो कुछ भी नहीं हो. तुम
Inside you, you have great treasures. Much you have inside you. And if you revive them, if you look at them, if you irritate them, then you could achieve much. You could go beyond your imagination. But if you do not look inside, if you do not awaken your inside, then you are nothing.
अगर तुम इनको जगा लो ना तो तुम्हारे मरने के बाद भी ये दुनिया में घूमती फिरती रहती है, अपने प्रे अल्लाह करती रहती है.
If you awaken your inside and your spiritual bodies, even after your physical death, these things still roam around the world and they give benefit to people. Reside for his love. Meaning if they are here or wherever in the body, from that point will emanate a beat.
जिस तरह यहाँ धड़कन होती है इधर भी धड़कन होती है, महसूस होगी वो वही धड़क रहा है.
Just as you have a heartbeat on the left side, you will feel a beat on the right side, in the middle and other places. It will feel as though you've got 5 different heartbeats. That's when you know that there's a spiritual body there, that's why it's beating. This is something which you must experience yourself. Only will you then know that there is a spiritual body there. Because all this talk about spiritual bodies being here, there or everywhere else, it's just conversation. You have to be practical. Once you experience that yourself, then you know what the truth is.
बहुत लोग कहते हैं अल्लाह की जगह हम गाड़ करना शुरू करते हैं या राम राम करना शुरू करते हैं.
There are other people who say, instead of saying Allah Allah, we should say God God or say Ram Ram.
उसका वो तजुर्बा करे ना, वो पहले गाड़ भी करे, राम राम भी करे, लेकिन अल्लाह अल्लाह भी करे. जिस चीज को वो दिल कबूल कर ले तो वो चीज असली है ना.
For such people, they could continue saying God God or Ram Ram or Allah Allah. Then whichever of the names the heartbeat accepts, then you can.
That we are looking for the path as if the path is something other than God. And he says, God is the path. God is the path. So that just the recitation of the name Allah is the path.
Very getting a khusus al-hikam भी है. उसे ये अख़ज़ किया कि अल्लाह का जो नाम है और जिस अल्लाह के नाम का जो जिक्र है वही रास्ता है, वही नाम भी है और वही अल्लाह तक है. Just open the chest. Yeah. What happened then? तो ये जब जिब्राइल अलैहिस्सलाम ने हज़रत पाक सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम का सीना मुबारक जब चाक किया तो उस वक्त क्या हुआ था, उसके पहले कुछ उसका
आम आदमी के लिए मौजूद है काम में कष्ट है.
An ordinary person have these spiritual bodies which we talked about.
कुछ लोग होते हैं जिनको अल्लाह ताला अपनी तरफ से कोई मखलूकें देते हैं जिनका तल्लुक खास अल्लाह से होता है.
There are some people that God gives them a special spiritual body which is only connected to God and is from God.
उनका नाम होता है, किसी को जुस्सा तौफीक इलाही बोलते हैं, किसी को तिफल नूरी बोलते हैं.
And then some are called Jussa Tawfiq Ilahi, which is a sort of ethereal spiritual body belonging to God, like one of his spiritual bodies, if you like. And another is called Tifl Nuri, another spiritual body.
क्योंकि मोहम्मद सल्लम जो थे ना वो किसी मदरसे में पढ़े नहीं थे, किसी उस्ताद से कुछ सीखा नहीं था ना.
Because the Prophet Muhammad was not taught by any teacher, and they did not go to any college.
उनका दिल साफ किया और वो जो तिफल नूरी था ना अल्लाह की चीज वो इसमें डाली ना, वो चूंकि अल्लाह की खुद उस चीज ने अल्लाह करना शुरू कर दिया ना.
And therefore the chest was open, and that spiritual body, the Tifl Nuri, was placed inside their heart. The heart was cleansed and purified, and then their heart started to do Allah Allah.
फिर वो अल्लाह अल्लाह के सब मखलूक में फैल गया, पूरे जिस्म में चला गया.
So then that name, the Allah Allah, spread to all the parts of the body.
Almost says the entire universe cannot contain me, but the heart of one believer contain me. Can you say what is meant by a believer?
Sorry, finished?
And also wanted to know if you could just say something about Tauba, if that is what is being talked about.
Within this context? Oh,
Sure.
Two separate questions.
I don't know.
Okay. ताला का सवाल यह है कि जब वो कहा जाता है कि अल्लाह ताला अगर सारी दुनिया में सारी कायनात में नहीं समा सकते, लेकिन मोमिन के कल्ब में वो रहता है, तो इसका क्या मतलब है? और खासतौर पर मोमिन क्या शान है, वो मोमिन कैसे होता है जिसके दिल में रहता है?
मोमिन सब जो आसमानी किताबें हैं वही कहते हैं मोमिन वो होता है जिसके दिल में नूर है.
So all the books that have been revealed from the sky, the revelations from God, they all say that the mu'min, the true believer, is the one whose heart possesses the light of God.
फिर वो अल्लाह बजाते खुद इसमें नहीं आता है. मूसा ने जलवा देखा बेहोश हो गए, वो जो उसमें लाइट के लिए उससे कनेक्शन हो जाता है ना.
What that really means is that God himself does not actually come within the heart. That light comes within the heart. Because Moses couldn't see God and he fell unconscious. To give you an example, his essence or his physical self, so to speak, you could lay your hands on it, doesn't actually come physically within the heart. That light comes within the heart, and this is how you're connected with God.
जीसस तब बेहोश हुए ना, वो अल्लाह का जिक्र नहीं करते थे, वो या रहमान का जिक्र करते थे.
This is why Jesus also fell unconscious, because he did not do the zikr of Allah. The zikr that Jesus did was Ya Rahmana.
वो या रहमान से उनके अंदर जो सिफ्त पैदा होगी ना, वो या रहमान का नूर आ गया ना.
And by doing the zikr of Ya Rahmano, that attribute or Ya Rahmano and the light that was with that attribute came within the body.
फिर वो जाती वो नूर जाती नूर था, ये सफाती था, ये उसकी ताब नहीं ला सका, तब बेहोश हो गया ना.
Because the light of God was the personal light of Allah. The light inside the body was the attributal light coming from the zikr of Ya Rahmano. So the personal light and the attributal light, you can't combine the two. This is why they couldn't take it. They didn't have the power to accept the personal light.
प्रॉफिट सल्लम जो थे ना, वो अल्लाह का जिक्र करते हैं, जाती नूर है ना, तो जात के सामने मुस्कुराया, रोशनी इसका.
In a different way, the Prophet Muhammad did the zikr of Allah's personal name, meaning saying Allah Allah. Therefore the light that came in within their body was the light, the personal light of Allah Allah. This is why they were able to see God face to face, so to speak. The body could tolerate that, because it contained the light that was the personal light of God.
So the Zat and Allah can coexist, whereas the other ones can't.
क्या अल्लाह की जो ज़ात है और उसका जो ज़ाती नाम है, वो दोनों एक ही चीज़ है, और उसका ज़ाती नाम और बाकी सिफाती वो एक जगह इकट्ठे नहीं हो सकते.
जो अगर या रहमान तो करेगा ना, तो उसके रहम में चला जाता है. या करीमू करेगा, उसके करम तक चला जाता है. या रज़ा को उसके रिज़्क़ तक चला जाएगा.
That is so. That by saying Ya Rahmano, you will reach His mercy. By saying Ya Karimo, you will reach His bounty. By saying Ya Razako, you will reach sustenance.
लेकिन जब अल्लाह अल्लाह करेगा तो उसकी ज़ात तक पहुँचेगा.
But by saying Allah Allah, you are going towards His essence and His personal self, His true essence, not His qualities or His attributes.
अगर तुझे रिज़्क़ की तलाश है तो या रज़ा को कर.
If you need sustenance or your daily bread,
अल्लाह की तलाश है तो अल्लाह लगा.
then you must say Ya Razako. But if you want to find God Himself, then you say Allah Allah. In the former case, you're calling upon His qualities. In the latter case, you're calling upon Himself.